Hello friends. Welcome to Film and Animation Recaps. We're showing the 2010 romance. Jamie Randall was chasing women and money and didn't realize anything. But one day his life changed. From that moment on, he no longer liked the mask of an easygoing man. Before you begin, remember to leave a like, leave a comment and subscribe to Film and Anime Recaps. Jamie works as a salesperson at an electronics store and buyers love it because this person can sell absolutely anything. During his shift, Jamie manages to flirt with his coworker, Christy, but her boyfriend Jerry does not like their communication. During lunch break, Jamie and Christy actively spend their time in the warehouse. The girl's cell phone falls out of her purse and she accidentally dials her boyfriend's number. Jerry catches the couple hot on the trail of their intimate acquaintance and makes a slightly wrinkled scene. Jamie rushes out of the warehouse and he finds a cute girl, Amber, in his store and gives her his card. The main character wants to get closer to the next beautiful woman, but Jerry kicks him out of the store. At night, Jamie meets with his family and relatives and discusses his work and interests. Jamie seems to not interested in the topic and sitting in a chair bored. The conversation continued and at dinner the parents congratulated Josh, Jim's younger brother, on his professional success. Farah asks Jamie what he does. The mother of the family answers for him that she is proud that her eldest son is good with technology. Josh laughs and reveals his brother's secret about getting fired. Jamie states that he is still looking for himself. However, his brother suggested him to enter the pharmaceutical industry as this niche field offers great profits. The family begins to actively discuss the topic of sales in medicine. After dinner, Jamie and his brother are sitting on the porch of their house. Jamie receives a call from his girlfriend Anne and Josh says that if they paid for active leisure with beauties, the guy would quickly get rich. On her brother's recommendation, Jamie attends a training session at a pharmaceutical company. On stage, a woman talks about how lucrative it is to be a pharmaceutical salesperson. The company offers courses to train Pfizer consultants. Jamie tries his best to be the best in the group. He also actively trains himself in sales skills at home. Jamie's ambition impressed the curator, and the woman got to know him better. After the training, Jamie goes to Ohio State with local manager Bruce Jackson. Bruce takes Jamie on his first assignment. According to this man, a consultant's main job is to make money. It started to rain heavily and Jamie goes near the local hospital and tries to talk to the doctor, but the doctor pays no attention at all. Then the men decided to have coffee in the lobby. While sitting there, Jamie notices a blonde girl and tries to get acquainted with her. Jamie explains to Bruce his strategy for meeting beautiful women. Bruce reveals a sales secret to Jamie. In the waiting room, as the men waited their turn, they watched as Trey Hannigan walked freely into clinic's doctor's office. Jamie goes to another clinic and talks to the receptionist. The woman succumbs to the man's charm and allows the drug sample to be displayed prominently. While the protagonist is busy unpacking the products, a doctor comes. The man is not satisfied with the appearance of the Pfizer consultant. Just before Cindy asks the man to leave, Jamie hides a competitor's drugs in his suitcase. A homeless man watches as a man in a suit throws a tray of boxes of drug samples into a trash can. The next day, he shows up at the clinic with flowers for her receptionist and her assistant. Jamie becomes closer with Cindy. The protagonist develops his own strategy to introduce the company's drugs to the shelves of the clinic's pharmacy. The homeless man continued to sit next to the trash can and picked up medication that the fitness consultant is getting rid of. In the clinic's elevator, Jamie reunites with the blonde. Lisa tells him that the man doesn't have the status to be interested. Bruce has lunch with the protagonist. He is not satisfied with the rookie's performance. The man advises him to contact Trey's friend Stan Knight. Jamie meets the doctor at the clinic and offers money so the protagonist can see the doctor's needs from the inside. Stan didn't hesitate for long. The next day, the protagonist accompanies him to the clinic as an assistant. Maggie is waiting for the doctor in the waiting room. The girl tells Stan that her medicine was stolen. When Stan writes a new prescription, Jamie recommends his company's medicine. The doctor continues to communicate with the patient. She has been diagnosed with early Parkinson's disease. The girl was also concerned about a strange pimple on her chest, which she showed to her doctor. Jimmy also looks at her problem with interest. In the parking lot, Jamie puts drugs in the trunk of his car. Maggie approaches the arrogant stranger from behind to teach him a lesson. The girl realized that he was a pharmaceutical agent and was furious that he was looking QT her chest during her appointment. Jamie talks nonsense and offers coffee, but Maggie takes a picture of the man and leaves. Some time later, the protagonist is talking to Cindy on the phone about going clubbing. Cindy is embarrassed. Jamie wants to obtain Maggie's phone number through an acquaintance of hers. Their communication is interrupted by the man's brother. He is kicked out of the house by his wife for watching a strange movie. Once Josh calms down, Jamie calls Maggie and asks her out on a date that night. The couple met in a cafe where the girl works. At Maggie's house, Maggie offers Jamie a treat because she likes him. They get to work and get to know each other better. The girls love spending time with Jamie, so they play sports in unexpected places. One evening, when they did it in one of the alleys and continued in a cafe. One night, Maggie decided to surprise her buddy. Her spectacular appearance, late at night, was appreciated, and the guy's brother, in between active exertion, told the girl about his past. In the morning, Trey Hannigan meets the hero at the garbage cans. The man explains to him that it is not worth throwing out drug samples and getting close to Maggie. When the contestants left, the homeless man approached Jamie and asked for drug samples. At the clinic, Cindy finds out about Jamie's affair, and Jamie buys takeout and visits Maggie. The girl is afraid that they might start a relationship and tries to put things into perspective. Jamie asks her friend about Trey and goes to gather her thoughts in the restroom. Later, Maggie wants to brush her teeth but instead gives her friend a massage to relax. The girl decides that talking about the ex has lowered the hero's potential. The couple had a fun evening. The girl told her friend about the Rap-Rossman pill that his company is developing, and Jamie showed Maggie new exercises and stayed the night. In the morning, the hero is going to work. The friend tries to open him a biscuit, but her symptoms of illness are aggravated. The girl asks not to call her anymore. In the evening, Bruce gives Jamie and his brother a ride while the man reprimands the newcomer because of the small number of orders. Josh clarifies his relationship with his wife. Jamie asks a coworker about the company's new pill. Bruce wonders what the new guy knows and asks why he should entrust the drug to him. At the bar, the men meet Trey and Dr. Night. Jime goes to say hello to them, but the conversation turns to Maggie, and his rival has an outburst of aggression. Trey goes home, and Jimmy offers to introduce him to the hotties at the bar. In the evening, the hero misses his friend and wants to see her, but Maggie is against it. Josh pokes fun at his brother. Maggie organizes a trip to Canada for the elderly. Jimmy hopes to meet her and talk to her. He sentries her outside her house all night and meets her off the bus early in the morning. Maggie is touched by the guy's persistence at the girl's house. He grills her like it's the first time. Bruce brings in a batch of new pills that Jimmy asked for. The hero actively begins to promote them. The pill becomes popular, and Jimmy is welcome in every clinic in the city. In the evening, Maggie wants to congratulate the guy on his success. The couple decides to fix this moment on the video camera. After an active leisure time, the guys realize that their relationship has become more serious. They spend all their free time together and enjoy it. One night, Jimmy tells his mom about a pill he sold. Maggie blames him for the fact that his friend exaggerated his success in the conversation. He agrees to confess to the deception, but the girl asks him to name his positive sides. She does not know what to say, and Maggie speaks for him. Jamie likes the way she sees him in the bar. The guy tells new acquaintances about the pill. A blonde from the elevator starts flirting with him. He introduces Lisa to Dr. Night and goes home to his girlfriend. When Randall kisses Maggie, she notices the guy's strong heartbeat. The girl is scared for his health, but the hero is going to tell her his secret. His condition is caused by the fact that this is the first time he confesses his love to another person at home. He notices his brother doing needlework on the TV screen. Maggie's well-being has deteriorated. She struggles to open a jar of medication, but it has run out. Dr. Night invites the hero to a conference of doctors in Chicago. The guy cannot give a definite answer but asks to replace Trey's medications with those produced by his company. Jimmy learns that his girlfriend has run out of medication and Mag could not buy them, so he replaces the pills with alcohol. The guy is worried about his beloved, but she has a nervous breakdown. They go to a conference together in Chicago. Maggie meets a woman who invites her to an anti-Confederate woman with Parkinson's. After the event, Maggie feels elated and confesses her love to the guy. Jamie researches information about modern treatments for Maggie's disease. He asks Dr. Nate to recommend effective ways and tries to prolong a happy life with his beloved Maggie. Jamie sees that Jamie is too fixated on her illness and decides to end her relationship with him in the evening. Jamie puts his things in the car and tries once again to convince Maggie to keep the relationship, but the girl is determined. They are both upset about the way things turned out. Stan calls Randall to have the hero bring the pills to Lisa's pajama party. Dr. Jime wasn't in the mood to party with anyone, but the hero's brother took charge of the situation at the party. The guy listens to the doctor's confession. Lisa interrupts the communication of men and takes the hero with her. The girl introduces him to her girlfriend. Jamie realized that it's going to be Talisman, but Lisa puts some intimacy pills in the guy's mouth in the next room. Josh is acting like a nerd, and his new girlfriend changes the vector of their conversation on her own after an active introduction to the and Lisa. Jamie wakes up with strange sensations downstairs. He interrupts Josh's fun with his new girlfriend to get to the hospital sooner. On the way, his younger brother thanks him for his support after breaking up with his wife at the clinic. Jamie shows the nurse his problem. The hero receives a message that he has been promoted but does not feel happy about it. But the next day he goes to celebrate the promotion with Bruce and meets Maggie with a new friend in a cafe. The girl learns that Randall is leaving. When Jime is packing his stuff, he accidentally turns on their video with Maggie. The guy drops everything to see the girl, and her coworker informs the guy that the girl is traveling to Canada again with a group of retirees. I cut off a bus on the road and ask Maggie to talk to him. Jimia loves the girl and wants them to be together again. At the end of the movie, Jimia stays with Maggie. He enrolls in medical school and is happy that he made the right decision. Share your opinion in the comments and make sure to like the video and of course subscribe to Film and Animation Recaps.